Your heritage is always part of you, your roots are always part of you, but there comes a point in your life when you actually become aware of them. So I moved to the UK about 10 years ago now. People ask me, do you feel Czech? Do you feel English? Do you feel European? And you kind of feel all those things, don't you? You know, when you grow up in Prague as a 100% Czech person, you just don't really think about being Czech. I suppose only once you've been exposed to something else that you start sort of looking at it and sort of asking questions about it. My grandparents have been a phenomenal influence on me. My paternal grandfather was in the Czechoslovak People's Army, and in the 50s he went over to Moscow to study at the military academy there. And that's where he met my grandmother, who's Russian. It's really quite funny because I always was aware of sort of my partly Russian heritage, but never really too much. You know, you just grew up thinking, I mean, it's just your grandmother. You never really thought about where she's from and that's all that sort of stuff. Turns out when I was about 13 or 14, we visited Moscow, my relatives there. I was walking around the streets, hearing all these conversations, and I realized actually I can understand the language. Turns out I actually speak Russian. I was completely unaware of it for 13 or 14 years. I think when I was a kid, my granny just would speak Russian at me, really, rather than to me. And that's how I picked it up. I think being a really proud citizen of one country and living in a different country enables you to almost lead this double life, whereby you can fluidly and freely switch between your identities. I suppose it just makes life that bit more interesting. You have all those different switches that you can kind of switch on and off as and when, to the extent really where other people become completely unaware that you have that other life as well.
Click the videos to watch more Londoners and don't forget to subscribe.